What's up, YouTube? Will Rock here, and welcome to part 2 of my card opening stream. It is Tuesday, March 11th. Yeah, had to break up the card opening stream into 2 parts because I vastly underestimated how long it would take me to get through the 2 V card boxes that I got, which I will go through my collection that aren't dupes. I'll go through my collection before I open my box of Gate Ruler and my box of WIXOSS. Yeah! And I'm trying a different setup. I mean, it's still a hand cam setup using the Ajmer Package 3. But, yeah, this should be interesting. I will have to do, let me turn this mat around. I will have to do a quick adjustment of my light before I completely switch over. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty much ready to go. So yeah, VOD gang. Catch you in a minute. Yeah, I'm doing a card opening. I have never heard of Gate Ruler before. I just caught it in one of my TCG shops. I'm like, fuck it, I'll take a chance on it. Let me check this out. So yeah, gonna be opening this and one of my personal favorites, WIXOSS. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm just not. I'm not sure. Cause this, I mean, lighting wise, this is the setup that I did last stream. But ooh, that is bright and not quite ideal. And I mean, you could just see how the main camera changes when I put my hand up. That's a little annoying. Let me check something. Let me go to studio mode real quick. Is it fine like this? Let me, because I'm trying to. Let me hold. I'm looking at in studio mode. I'm looking at what you would eventually see. Oh, I literally turned the brightness down, and damn, I love the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Sick. Okay, cool. We're ready to go. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Actually, let me put a marker there, so I need to cut that out later. Yeah. We ready? So, I thought, first things first, actually, let me back out real quick. Just so we could get a full look at my binder. But yeah, basically, I've got 3 binders to get through. Just this is sort of like a recap / look at what I have in my collection so far, from when I was young to what I've recently gotten. And yeah, this is more so like yeah, this is definitely going to be a video on the main channel at some point. But yeah, so this folder has Pokemon and cards that I inherited from my cousin when he stayed over from Puerto Rico. He stayed for like, it was months that him and my aunt stayed. But yeah, I've had Pokemon for ages. Like you could tell these are the old school cards versus like more of the newer ones. I mean, these ones aren't new. These ones are at this point I would say over a decade old. These ones for sure are definitely over a decade old. I believe that's the best I can do because I'm trying not to. I mean, it's already in the way there, and I did what I can to keep it out of this view. But is that better? Oh, you know, you kind of gave it away when you said we caught that, but didn't want to assume. But wow, hi, that's completely unexpected. Again, welcome. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, uh, um, show. Yeah, this is this is what I have. Let me slide this over a bit. Uh, I'll quickly put away the face cam real quick just to get through the binders. Yeah, OG Charizard. Well, OG English Charizard, anyways. But yeah, had these for ages, and I'm actually so glad that I have literally Charmander, Vermilion, Charizard, and all three of them are the old school cards, like this Vulpix. And I also have Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, and Psyduck and Golduck. Yeah, I don't have too many holos, but even with the holos I do have, pretty happy with them. If I were to start this collection from scratch somehow, I would treat these cards a little differently and put them in card sleeves before putting them in the binder. That's what I did with the newer TCGs. I put them in sleeves, then I put them in the binder. Yeah, I believe this gen, it's do they? I don't know. I feel like that would make sense. I mean, how many languages is Pokemon localized in? I mean, at least for the cards. Because I would imagine for the anime, it's gonna have more than just a English dub, and of course the original Japanese. But as for cards, yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting one to look into. Oh, for which Pokemon would those two be? Are they in front of me, or did I show them already? Because I'm not recognizing them just off of the name. Hey, hi, thank you, welcome. Appreciate the raid. First raid, by the way. So very much appreciated. But yeah, just to quickly go over again. First off, welcome raiders, and yeah, I will be going over my collection currently of TCG, various TCGs that I have, and I will be opening two boxes. Gate Ruler, which I've never even hold. Hi again. Yeah, I've never heard of a Gate Ruler, so I figured, saw this in the shop, might as well take a chance on it. So I'm going to be opening this, and my personal favorite, WIXOSS. That's the plan. That's what's happening. Again, welcome. show right back into it. My face shall recede back into vanishing. Just so I can show off the binders. Thank you. Thank you. This is, believe it or not, this binder is decades old. Or I would say, yeah, I would say at least two decades old. I've had these for years. Yeah, I mean, you could even see, just comparing an old school Pokemon card with a more newer one, but still quite old. But that's just looking at the edges of the card. That is, yeah, that's OG. Compared to the more thinner, uh, lighter yellow. Yeah, plus the older ones didn't have they didn't have icons like that one right there. This setup, by the way, is quite the gnarly setup. You know what? I'm gonna take a picture of it now and I'll I'll share it later. It's not the best, but it gets the job done. Hold. I'll be sharing that later. But yeah, this is the collection. Old school Kadabra. I just realized this Magnezone is hollow. I don't even know my own collection, to be fair, because it's just been so long, and I don't really look at these often, to be fair. Yeah, a lot of these are Gen 4, and Gen 4, if I'm not mistaken, is Diamond and Pearl. In fact, there's one of the main stars, Palkia. I think Dialga is metal. Dialga might be metal. He's in here somewhere. Oh, you found you. Yeah. Dialga's metal. I will say that's probably one of the more annoying things about the difference between the older cards and the newer cards is you'll have Pokemon just straight up change their, I mean, I don't know how prevalent it is in the older ones, like the OG ones, like this Graveler here, but yeah, this is something that's annoying. I have Lucario twice. One of him is a fighting type, and one of him is a metal type. That's goofy. That's a little goofy. And my only Eevee. I think that's my only Eevee. Pretty sure it's my only Eevee. Damn, that is... What even is that symbol? Yeah, no. I'm right there with you. It can be confusing, and frankly, it's just dumb, because there's no point to do it. But, yeah, this is an interesting Dragonite. Focus. Come on, DJI, you can do it. I'm not holding it close enough. This is a very awkward angle because it's like, it's not directly down, which would be easier to work with. It's literally at an angle. Because I mean, technically, I could have just moved. I could have just moved my tripod a few inches forward, but I'm leaving everything as is. Don't want to mess anything up and waste even more time. And then a bunch of item and trainer cards. I think the rainbow energy is cool. It's hollow. Just like the potion. Oh yeah, now I remember how I organized this. So everything from the front to where my hand is, all of these are, you know, singles. And then I have all the duplicates. Yeah, these are all the dupes. Wait, so now that I think about it, I may actually have more than one Eevee. Hog! I got 4. I got 4 extra Eevee. One of them being an old school one. I just surprised myself. Neat. I will say though, it is jarring to see like older cards with the thicker, slightly darker yellow border next to cards that were newer comparatively. They kind of clash, but it's whatever. And then also I inherited these baseball cards from my cousin. For all I know, I could be sitting on some decent money. Cause I know sports cards can get pretty crazy in terms of trading and all that. Yeah, I should probably take these to have someone, you know, appraise them. Cause it would be super fucking funny if like I took them to a, you know, to an expert and he looks over, maybe he sees something like this Charlie Berry, and it's just like, do you not realize what you are sitting on? Like what so what's all the hubbub? Like what are you screaming for? It's like that card is worth millions. That would be hilarious. Yeah, I mean, just some of the photos of these players are old. It's still, honestly, it's still even crazy that I have these. Maybe one of these days I will take them to someone and look at them and be like, you know, holy shit, you're sitting on a lot of money. Frankly, I don't know most of these players, so it's not like I would really, not like I would be upset or anything if I got rid of these. But yeah, that concludes the old school binder. Now, this is the newer binder. I would say newer as of probably 2022. But yeah, this is where I keep WIXOSS. And I believe, yeah, my WIXOSS cards as well. Come on. There. Yeah, what I like about this particular set, and I'm forgetting the name. It's the Fantasia Bunko set from WIXOSS. They that set in particular combines a bunch of different Kadokawa IPs. So that's why there's like, I mean, right here alone there's 3 different anime. Can't quite remember where she's from. frankly, I don't even know if I've seen the anime that she's from. But I know that these ones are Amagi Brilliant Park, and then of course High School DxD. And then we got Date Alive. Kudami is my favorite. Because it's funny because I literally went through all of my cards to get rid of the dupes. Or not really get rid of them, but get them out of the binder. And I was like, even though I have a dupe of Kudami for this particular one, Kudami is my favorite, so I said, I will keep it. I'm going to keep it in the binder. We got Full Metal Panic with old school art too, which is awesome. She is Chaika from Chaika the Coffin Princess. I can't quite remember where these are from. They makes me think of Castletown Dandelion. I think that's the name of the anime. I forget the name of the one that she's from. And I can't remember where she's from, but she does look familiar. And then she is from an anime called Is This a Zombie? Which is a pretty fucking funny anime. And it follows the main character right here. Basically, this one right here. She's basically, she's more or less a magical girl of the dead. Not that she is a zombie or anything, but basically, she almost serves the same purpose as a Grim Reaper, although not really. Because if I remember correctly, that is exactly what Euclidwood Hellscythe is. Her thing is she can't speak. Because if she speaks, basically her words are volatile, if you will. Spiritually. They are spiritually volatile. So even just one word will just wreak havoc around her. Not great. So that becomes a whole bit of comedy in and of itself throughout the series. I believe these ones are from, I want to say the series is Mabudaho, I believe. Can't quite remember. And then that one, I forget the name of it, but it's like, I think it's something to the effect of like my mom and her one hit kill skill, something something of that nature, somewhere in that alley. I can't remember, but I haven't seen it, so of course I wouldn't remember the title. These ones, or not this one, but starting from here to here, like here, yeah. These are from Akashic Records of Bastard Magical Instructor, which I don't think that is accurately translated, but that's as close as you're going to get. And I don't know where they are from. They look kind of familiar. I just realized I did a dumb. These are Way Shores. So I should have just kept them with Way Shores, because I have more Way Shores at the back, which I'll get to. But yeah, this is WIXOSS. This is what I wish more people knew about, that more people were into in terms of collecting TCG. Because the art is actually cool, and some of the foil on the cards it's really awesome. Like this scattered old. I could just look at the viewfinder on the freaking Osmo Pocket 3. I'm dumb. I'm not the smartest. Yeah. The scattered hollow is super cool on this card. And I love it. Did I put that there wrong? Yes, I did. And yeah, there's this one's another one of the scattered hollow. Can't see it too well like that. Yeah, like I say, like a lot of these characters, at least from this particular set, and I think I got a box. So the box that I got from this, or the box that I got a lot of these cards from, I believe the set is Changing Diva, which is the box that I have to my right. And it seems very Vocaloid inspired. A lot of the characters seem Vocaloid inspired, which is why a lot of them have some sort of like musical motif about them. But yeah, I like the hollow cards for WIXOSS. They're super cool. And even just like the character designs alone. Character designs alone are pretty awesome. And I like the gold accents. Yeah, they even have full art cards like other TCGs do, like Pokemon, where like how you have the area where their skill is described, the character is literally popping out and sitting over it or on it. Same here, another full art card. Yeah, WIXOSS is like super underrated, super overlooked. I wish more people knew about it, and I wish more people collected it. Just so the potential would open up for me to trade and get better cards to complete or grow my collection, which is exactly what I've started doing with a V card. Now let me. Okay, these are the last cards of this binder. These are my Azure Lane WIXOSS cards, and these are my Uma Musume WIXOSS cards. Don't have any hollow ones for Uma Musume. This one, I think this is serious. Hmm. I don't think it is. It kind of looks like. I'm not too familiar with I'm not too familiar with the Azure Lane characters. Folk-ish, please. Yeah, this one's kind of hollow. It's a little more muted. Then again, it is in a matte sleeve. But yeah, that concludes that binder. I should really be marking where I show off these binders, just so I could separate them later. And now, my V card pulls. You can see that that's got a hollow monarch or Amelie, hollow bow. We got any hollows over here? Oh, yep, Koki. Let's see. Oh, Hollow 9, Doki's True Form, and Doki 10. It's hollow and full art, so that's awesome. And then, I believe, with the exception of a hollow 8, I have completed Diariku's cards. Same for Doki Bird. I'm missing the hollow 8. But yeah, I got the 10 for Diariku. If only I had the 10 for Ebi. That would be awesome. Because then I would push this card and Fifi's mascot would be with Fifi. Quite the unfortunate circumstance that both Cotton and Fifi are in, as Cotton's mascot, the Fluffer, is on the front. And Cotton's on the back, alone. I believe, yeah, this one, this Fifi is hollow. I completed all of Freem's cards, which is, oh, wait again. Mine, with the exception of a non-hollow 9, I basically completed Freem's cards. Got the mascot, both non-hollow and hollow, then non-hollow and hollow 8, hollow 9, and the 10. Wish I had more froggies. I did, however. The only creator here whose cards I've completed, not the only one, but VTuber wise, I have completed Foxy Rain's cards. Because I got both non-hollow and hollow mascots, non-hollow, hollow 8, non-hollow, hollow 9, and then 10. Got a hollow 9 Heavenly, hollow 9 Juniper. Almost completed Lena Lazar's cards, or her set. I traded for a 10 Lime, so that's going to be on the way eventually. And I did trade for a 10 Heavenly as well, so that's going to be on the way as well, so that's awesome. Got a 10 Lord Aethelstan. Was only able to get the non-hollow Demonite, non-hollow Lucy, and then the hollow Lucy. Got a 9 hollow Mega. Oh, and then the hollow 8 meat, and then hollow 9 meat. In fact, if I get a 10 meat, I would have finished her set. Because I don't care too much about the box toppers. Did I keep the box toppers in here? No, I took them both out. Where would they be? Yeah, these are... These are the box toppers. Or one of them. This is my tricky box topper, which I've traded for. I'm getting a 10 Heavenly and 10 Quinn. And then... Where is it? Oh well. That's potentially a problem for later. Yeah, it would be cool to finish meats cards. Just need the 10 meat. I could use a non-hollow 9 and a 10 Mega. Got a yeah, I got a hollow 8, 9, and 10 for Nanolis. Almost completed new me set. Just need a... Is that one's non-hollow, so I need a hollow Hollow 9 for Numi. I actually managed to pull two. Managed to pull 10 Nubies and 10 Neanders. I'm already set to trade one of my dupes of Neanders, and I believe the second one is on its way to being traded. Have to check back in on Reddit. But yeah, actually, I traded one of my Neanders dupes for 10 lime. So that's nice. And then we got Hollow Droid, which is Rain Hose mascot. Hollow Ollie. Hollow 8 and 9 for San. We got a Hollow 8 and 9 for Shoto. Hollow Orca Pup and 8 for Shy Lily. And Hollow 9. So I actually almost finished Shy Lily set as well. I just need Shy Lily 10. And I'd be done with Shy Lily's cards. Or her set. Unfortunately, only got one Cinder card. And it's not hollow, but not complaining. I'm actually very happy with the cards that I pulled in just 2 boxes. I mean, I've seen people with crazy pulls in just 1 box. But for 2 boxes, I am not complaining. Hollow 9 Silver Veil, Hollow 9 Tob, Hollow 8, and 9 Totless. I even almost completed Tricky's cards. I just need the Hollow Mascot and Tricky 10. Got the 8 and 9 Hollow. Got the Hollow Cosmate and Hollow 8 Vienna. Got the Hollow Smolchi. Hollow 8 Akumi or Yoclash. Hollow Lamchamp. And then non-Hollow 8, Hollow 8 for Yuzu, and Hollow 9. I would like to get a non-Hollow 9 and a 10 Yuzu to finish the set. And then these are just the support cards. There's supposed to be 2 of each, non-hollow and hollow, so I've completed Grass, Electric, and Platinum. And the Water Guardian, and Electric Guardian and Platinum Guardian. Now for these support cards, there's 3 of them. There's non-hollow, hollow, and then secret rare. And boy, did I win big on secret rares. Because I got the secret rare for Exposed, secret rare for Cyanide and Happiness, or rather Happiness. Got the secret rare there. Philly and Snack Cat. Why did I put the work-life balance there? That goes here. Yeah, I need the secret rare for work-life balance, which I did see someone with a dupe of that, but they're asking for a card that I can't trade, which is unfortunate. But which is funny because the card they're asking to trade, I'm pretty sure I saw someone else with a dupe of. So I hope they get what they're looking for. Then I got the secret rare for Doppelganger, which is basically just Gender Bent Moist Critical. And then secret rare Double Down, secret rare Reaper, which is basically Pay Money Webby. Oh, silly me. And this is, I was looking for this one. I thought I took it out and put it in a top loader. I did not. Yeah, this is the other box topper I got. It's buff. Yeah, that concludes the current collection of cards. Let me put a marker. So now, time to get through this. But first, and now I could bring the webcam back. Yummy! Alright. Let's begin. It's only been, well, I've only been recording for 40 minutes. So, if I'm lucky and I get through both of these boxes before stream ends, I might have some leftover time to either play Ravenous Devils, which honestly I might do that. Whoa. I'm curious. How many... Oh. Damn. Well, okay, right off the bat, that card looks sick. That's pretty cool looking. And it's hollow. Neat. That's a pretty neat box topper, but this set already has, in terms of quantity, this set already has V cards beat. I am looking at 36 packs. V card only has 28. And get this, V card box, it's like about 80 bucks. I paid 25 bucks for this box. Now, of course, you know, you could argue that the higher price for V card is warranted because the cards are of VTubers, basically real people, more or less, to an extent. So, yeah, there's going to be more inherent value. But how could you beat a deal like that? 36 packs for $25 versus 28 packs for 80? Steal. It's a steal. Let me get my sleeves ready. And I can actually I can actually zoom in. I need guess I'll use this bag. How do I want to do this? I'm gonna keep the box so I can put the dupes and stuff in, so I think I'll just take the packs out. Whoa, they're all overlapping. Good lord. It's so funny holding this many packs of cards, purely for the fact that something like this as a kid was next to impossible. You could never get something like this. Like, you'd be lucky just to get 5. Damn, I could barely hold them. I'll put the box off to the side. Damn. That's crazy. But now, to make things easier for myself so I'm not like... so I'm not straining and struggling to put it in frame. No, not like that was that much more zoomed in, but who cares? Let me get this one sleeved. I will say though, the danger of box toppers is that you have to be far more careful when opening. Also, that's cool. The back is matte, but then it's accented. Like the design is accented with gloss. That's cool. This is going to be very interesting. Just gonna leave this pack right here. So people know what I'm opening exactly. I'm gonna put this box topper. Guess I'll put it off to the side. Or in front of me. Alright. 35 packs left to go. As I struggled to open this. Oh. They literally put a notch in it to make it easier to tear open. I'm smartened. Woohoo. Alright. Well, that's interesting. Just some are gonna be landscape right off the bat. I think I could zoom that in more if I could probably, so it's not, so I'm not struggling. Like, hold. I'll hold them. Okay. Oh well, if I. Hmm. Oh well. That would probably change the angle though. I was gonna say like I could just you know what? Let me. I'm not a quitter. Let me at least try. Oh. Oops. Eh. Battery. Okay. Okay, now if I what? Oh, right. It is looking completely down. Oh, that's oh well. Didn't have to go that far. Let's see if I could. Nope, that's not what I wanted. All right, so now tweak this. Oh, actually, oops. Okay, so. Hmm. Ow. Just smacked my hand on the bed. Hmm. Makes it look a little funky. Because it's dirty. Okay. Hmm. And then maybe. Now, how does that look? Oh, that's much better. I like that. And then just move these over. Cool. I actually like that much better. Actually, like I could take these, put them next to my stream deck. Then put the new cards here, and the dupes. The dupes will be off screen. Cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That works with me. Let me lock that. And put a marker there, so I know to cut that out later. Well, from like highlights and whatnot on the main channel. Ugh, I got so much work to catch up on. Anyways, where were we? Neat. Interesting. Okay. They low key have like the hair like Bayonetta, which is pretty funny. Rite of Grand Ablution. Hmm. Damn. Devourer of Time. That's sick. What the hell? That's awesome. That genuinely looks sick. Draconoid? Draconoid Dreadnought Ono Ikazuchi. That that's pretty sick. What? It might as well just be Mecha Godzilla with that huge ass tail. What the hell? That's sick. And its type is dragon and military. That's pretty interesting. Okay. Ether ray gun. That's you. I mean, you couldn't get any more anime with the design, which is so funny because I mean, the absolute contrast, like stereotypical anime aesthetic, and then like what is this is crazy. Two drastically different designs. That's wild. What is that? Dimensional transversal vessel arc. All right. What does it say? Historic. Ooh. Okay. That's awesome. Shadow of Hades. Hades. I have Hades as an actual card. And then another holo. Joe of the Kamaitachi. Like, it's just so weird how drastic they are. You got literally Hades looking the way he does. And then Anime Hunk. Yo, that's awesome. No complaints from me. At any rate, they are all getting sleeved. Except for dupes. Dupes, unless they're hollow, will not get sleeves. Huh. Very interesting. Yeah, the monster designs are. This almost gives me like Duel Masters feels. Like the designs, or more so the art direction, feels like Duel Masters. Which, for those that don't know, Duel Masters is more or less, well, was more or less the Weeb's Magic the Gathering. Like, quite literally, in terms of the designs of the monsters and the coloring, like the art direction. Like, when I think back on it, it makes me think of Magic the Gathering. Which I've never opened or collected. Anywho, I think the nose is working. I'm awake. It will go through me though, so eventually I will have to get up and pee. Pack number 2. I wish there was a better way to open up. Makes me nervous. Alright. Genkuro Shadow Kappa. Alright. Shields up. I might be able to work this into like an alert or something. Or I can make it like a reaction GIF or clip that plays when a certain dono is made, and it's just me holding up the card like, chat, shields up. You know, that could work for like a raid. That could work as like a raid alert. Or like if I'm getting raided and I like, if you think about it as like, oh no, the castle or the ship is being raided. Quick chat. Shield up. That's I'll have to keep that in mind. What is that? Thunderstrike. Damn, okay. A straight up yokai. What? Man, this Gate Ruler TCG is interesting to say the least. Yakume, the 100 Eyes. That's pretty cool. Art what? God damn! This is what I'm talking about! Like, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining, but the art is so inconsistent. Like, for the monsters, you got like Magic the Gathering level art direction. Then for the anime stuff, it's like just typical weeb design. Like, you know, usual. And then you got whatever the hell this was. That's damn. All right. Okay. Okay. What is that? Zarbarios, the Infernal Maw. Damn. That's cool. That's cool. See? Here we go again. Inconsistent inconsistent design. Not complaining. It's cool. But damn, I've never seen this. Collateral damage. And I'm just gonna be pulling cards that could just be worked into sort of, you know, that could be worked into alerts or something. Like, I feel like this could be like, you know, a GIF or clip reaction, like something happens on stream and somebody, you know, gets, like if I'm playing a game with someone and they get caught in the blast, like, and you know, completely unintentional. Oops. Looks like you just pulled collateral damage. The Bloody Forest. Interesting. Wait, what? Am I tripping? Isn't forest spelled with 2 R's? Ah. Sick dog. Good lord. What? Mortal's End. That's pretty gnarly. Damn. Okay. Ooh. Solar System Backpacker. I mean, the name isn't, you know, awe-inspiring, but looks sick. Damn, what? It's a shame that Gate Ruler was discontinued. It started in 21 and died it started in 2021 and died in 2021, which is a shame because I feel like from then to now, that's 4 years. Unfortunately, it didn't catch on, but I wish it did. Another holo. Zap 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 is literally the name of the card. Oh look, and it's the guy with the ether ray gun. Also, I just realized what I am missing. Duh, and it's like right in front of me. There we go, to fill the silence. I think it's good there. I don't know why I didn't realize that sooner. Well, on the bright side, no dupes. What if every pack was just a unique card? Which, for any, and probably most TCGs, like, you gotta be very, very lucky. Like, that is some crazy ass RNG. If that was the RNG you got, where you got a box where every single pack was a unique card, you better go play Lotto, because that's like Lotto luck. So glad I don't have work tomorrow, because I can just, I mean, I'm not gonna try to be slow, but I can take my time. Because I don't have to wake up early. Couldn't get the hours that I wanted, unfortunately. Boo-hoo. Which means more financial stress for me, yippee! But it's all good. It's all good. I'm beginning to think, should I even bother? So far, I haven't gotten any dupes. Should I even bother putting dupes in the box to my right? Or should I put the new cards in the box to my right? Because eventually this stack is going to get a little too high and unstable. Oh well. We ball and we roll. Ah. Damn. I don't like that. I don't like how they make me open these packs. Should I deal? Yeah, the way they're having me opening these packs is I can't, because and I realize I haven't done this yet. I like to do the, wee, like to do that, but when it has me open it, I'm looking at the first card as opposed to like, other TCGs where you open it from the back, like you pull apart from the back, the flap. That's how I typically open them, but the way that they had these sealed, you can't quite do that, which is why they had the notch there. Anywho, Right of Iron Strength. Cool. What is going on there? Forbid. Forbid what? What have I done? What are you forbidding me from? Wait, but hello. Hold. What is going on there? Is that a lady? It is. Damn. Her outfit is intricate. Okay. That's interesting. These are all very interesting, frankly. Arcane Innovator. So he's the Einstein of the magic world, yeah? Let me readjust. I like my gaming chair, but damn, I wish I had something like a Herman Miller. That'd be so nice and easier to move in. And I actually, wow, I'm glad I made the adjustment that I did. I actually like this setup much more than what I had yesterday. Yesterday? Excuse me. Saturday. Anywho. Rite of Cardinal Cleaning. Let me... Okay. Rite of Cardinal Cleaning. Oh, is he an Onmyoji? Priest? I suppose he is. The Kigaki clan, who are historical allies of the Kinomiya clan, have protected Udo Kyoto from supernatural threats for generations. They were the ones who sealed off the realm of the Oni. Onmyoji is literally what I said just moments ago. Normandy joint military exercises. Methinks this should be a game. Frankly, it's giving me Hell Diver vibes. The military exercises held in Normandy simulated a large-scale landing on the eastern Mediterranean coast. They were a great success, and now Atlas was ready for Operation Domebreaker. God damn. What the hell? I love that. I love that. What? Operation Domebreaker. Damn, that's awesome. Guiding Paladin. I really like the design. All the little flourishes and... Man, if this card was hollow, it would look so dope with all the little sparkles and stars in the background. Imagine if all the gold on the character was accented. That'd be so sick. Damn. Okay, Gate Ruler. I fuck with you. Damn. Hey. Hey, chat. Choose your character. Who you gonna be? I'm thinking of being the knight. That's still getting a sleeve, believe it or not. Holy shit. Spirit of Sakura. Dude. What? What is this TCG, man? This is insane. This art, though? What? Bro. That's so sick. Hello? Oh. Sick. Umbralis, fell dragon of the shadows. What? This is sick. Yo. I'm only, what, 3 packs in? Don't sleep on Gate Ruler. What? Colonel Bigwig Owl. He looks like he could fuck your shit up, man. And it's like a more subdued hollow. Like a matte hollow. Like, comparatively. Like, look at this hollow. Compared to this. It's still hollow. But it's like a subtle shimmer. Dude, these cards are sick. Which, again, it's like... It's so funny. The contrast between the different designs of these cards. You get like the stereotypical anime designs. But then you're hit with shit like this. And this? Bro, what? That's insane. Yo, I'm so glad I got this box. And the TCG shop that I got this from, honestly, I just might buy their remaining boxes. At this point, I think I might buy their remaining boxes. Watch me say this, and then the last half of all the packs is just going to be dupes. Which is totally possible. That's totally possible. But that is the gamble you take. And I just realized, I'm kind of hoping I do get some dupes. Just to offset how many sleeves I'm using. Because the few sleeves that I used and then the new pack that I just opened, plus this box right here, that's less than 360. And I have 36 packs, 10 cards in each. That's 360 cards. I don't have enough sleeves. Which is unfortunate. If I really need to, at the very least, like tomorrow I could buy more sleeves. I need to go out and mail a couple cards anyways. Dude, that's... That Sakura card and the dragon card, those are so sick. Like, what? So far, those two might just be my favorite. That is so awesome. What? Oops. That's so cool. That's wild. Each spring she blooms only to quickly be scattered to the winds, leaving behind nothing but beautiful memories. That is so sick. That's awesome, man. Kind of a shame that I'm pogging more. I'm pogging more in 3 packs of this than I did for the V cards. That's wild. Damn, so quick recap. Damn, these 2 cards though. Also the contrast, like you get this beautiful ethereal scene and then you just get badass dragon. Some could say bad dragon. Yeah. This is where we're at so far. No complaints. All cards have been unique so far. I will say, a little too many landscape cards for my liking. I prefer portrait cards. Fucking Hades. Hades nuts in your mouth. And I mean, the box topper is so dope. I didn't even read the name. Viola Furiosa. Raging Fell Dragon. Awesome. You know what? I will put the new cards in the box. And I'll just make little stacks and go through the stacks. Alright. What is this? Pack 4? Haha, I was able to open it the way that I wanted to. Facing down. This is what I wanted to do. Whee! Alright. What is... Crime Knot Henchman Bad Fellas. Okay. Exosuit Battalion Byakuya. Mizukaze Tengu Sentry. That's awesome. I think I know a certain Tengu VTuber that would find this cool. Just saying. Photon torpedoes. All right. Whoa. Dark Knight Delther? Man, what you got behind you? Is that Slifer? Sky Dragon? I'm more interested in the dragon. But even the knight looks dope. Damn, it's crazy. Private Tallyho Dog. He looks like he could be an Apex character, low-key. Star Sphinx. That looks a little goofy. Or I would say cute in a goofy way. Ox Oni Tenro. That looks demented. Imagine seeing that in your city. Like, ooh, I'm leaving. Whoa. Whoa. Let me see. Albavolt. Platinum Grand Dragon. Yeah, grand is an understatement. This is sick. And it's full art. Exosuit Battalion, Byakuya, Hollow. I feel like this is probably the one set where I don't really care to keep the non-hollows. And we'll just keep the hollows instead. So I think I'm gonna consider the non-hollow as a dupe. Damn. Man, my posture is like getting a workout because I haven't been this like sort of, I guess you could say, perked up. Yeah, I'm calling that one a dupe. Which is not a bad thing. Saves me one sleeve. If I come across any other dupes of cards that I've already sleeved but they're hollow, I'm unsleeving the non-hollow one and putting the hollow ones in there. Damn, I wish I had heard about Gate Ruler sooner. I hope every pack moving forward is like this, where it has something super dope in the back. Like, I mean, the Spirit of Sakura, the Fell Dragon of Shadows, this Platinum Grand Dragon, dude, this is so sick. Awesome, awesome. I do hope, maybe this will take some searching. I do hope I could find binders that can fit top loaders, just so I have extra security within the binder, or extra cushion within the binder for the hollow cards. Because I would, if it were up to me, I'd put every hollow card in a top loader, but top loaders are much too big to fit in standard binders, unfortunately. Damn. Whether you're here lurking on Twitch, or you catch this on the VOD channel, talking to you VOD gang, I'm having a great time. And I hope you are too. Like, if you can, get yourself a box of Gate Ruler. You won't be disappointed. I'm only 5 packs, 4 packs in, now 5, and got some pretty dope pulls. Like, go get a box if you can find one. There's actually like another set. This one is Dawn of the Multiverse Alliance Booster Set Volume 1. They did have a duplicate of this box at the shop that I got it, but they also had another set that wasn't Dawn of the Multiverse. I might just go get that and save that for a future card opening stream, because I would like to do these every once in a while throughout the year. I mean, especially now with Gate Ruler. Like, dude, it's a shame that this series, or this TCG, was axed, because goddamn, the art on the cards is dope. That's adorable. Yukinkyo of Snow. That's adorable. Those snow bunnies? Which is unfortunate. Anyways. That's adorable. Yukinkyo of Snow. Oh, she needs a stool to get it. Oh, that's adorable. What? Damn. Alright. Okay. Okay, that low-key Star Fox. Suppressive Fire. That looks pretty sick. Which is what I've said for a lot of these cards so far. You know the Banshee card has to look real dope and hollow. I mean, just even with just the matte finish, the matte gloss finish, just the design alone, it looks dope, and it's not even hollow. Like that's so cool. Happy Women's Month, by the way. That's so sick. Devourer. Boo. Stay away from me, you freak. Sick design though. It's the single eye that's ooh. But otherwise, damn. Pretty cool. Swordsman of the Sacred Blade. He looks kind of cool. Damn. That sacred blade might as well be a freaking lightsaber. It probably is, low-key. Vampire Commando 11. The blade on his gun, bro. Imagine a game where you're... Imagine a Devil May Cry like game where you're just playing as this dude. And you're employed by the church to fight vampires. We must bolster our defense fortifications, for I have foreseen the arrival of the great beast, and it is coming. In the Volume 2 booster pack, to be specific. Like, I love the idea that he's self-aware of the fact that he is a character in a TCG. Like that's funny. Literally the description below his like I guess you could say the lore is literally in quotes. We must bolster our defense fortifications, for I have foreseen the arrival of the great beast, and it is coming. In the Volume 2 booster pack, of course. Or to be specific. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Ox Oni Rago. This looks like something you would fight in Ninja Gaiden. I feel like if I were to look into, the illustrators, I feel like I would find, they have some crazy ass credits. Like, again, this looks like something you could fight in Ninja Gaiden. So imagine if the artist of this actually worked on Ninja Gaiden. That'd be crazy. Oh, got a dupe. Non-hollow one. Sure, that's gonna go down there. Whoa. Draconoid Dreadnought Adamisaki. Hollow. It makes me think of Zoids combined with Gundam. That's cool. Exo Armor Trooper Azurao 01. Hollow. Sick. Okay, yeah. Made it all the way back to the front. I can't complain at seeing dupes, because that just means I get to save some sleeves. Not complaining. Ugh. My ass. Now, it'd be cool if within the remaining packs I somehow managed to get hollow for everything. Like this Banshee, I'm telling you, it probably has to be dope in hollow. I think I'm more excited about this TCG than I was for V card. Because V card, they kind of dampened my excitement leading up to me actually getting the boxes, because it took almost a whole month, which I feel is not right. Because like, you were able to place pre-orders like I don't know how long in advance of the launch date. So like, I got mine like, I think it was like the last day to place pre-orders. I can't imagine what it must have been like for those that, you know, that pre-ordered earlier and having to wait longer. Like, damn. 07. What's this? Pack 6? 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So 31. Huh. So this is pack 6. Just a flesh wound. Come on. Come on. Pinhead, what are you doing to my TCG? What are you doing in my TCG, Pinhead? Scare Squad, Hannibal rate. Come on, really? That's a touch on the nose. Design aside, the name, like just adding Razor at the end? Bro, that's a touch on the nose. That's a touch on the nose. That's interesting, to say the least. Like, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that's Pinhead. That's Pinhead. You can't tell me otherwise. Hold on. He smiles to encourage everyone around him to smile as well. It's not his fault it has the opposite effect. Yeah, I can understand that. If I saw someone smiling at me like this, that's Shashibaka vibes. Private Recon Buck. All right. Double Excalibur. Interesting. Get out of here! Get out of here! Scare Squad Sharkomorph? Come on! That's a touch on the nose too! It's a Xenomorph! It's a Xenomorph mixed with a shark! What? That's wild. That's wild. First Pinhead, now Xenomorph. Okay, Gate Ruler. Okay. You got some jokes. Astromancy. Interesting. Yomajine's Volner Expeditionary Force intended to visit the imperial capital of Weskalot. But Vastoris Rex, one of the 4 Fell Dragon Quadrarchs, had other plans for them. Instead of arriving at Weskalot, The expedition suddenly found itself stranded deep within his realm. Okie dokie. Don't know what any of that means. Flying shield. Seems pretty self-explanatory. So we're not in Wesgalant territory, Miss Laudia. Correct. If the portal had worked as intended, we would have been greeted by a friendly, welcoming party instead of hostile marauders. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oop, doop. Sword of Destiny. Why does this feel like... You know what? The Leaning Tower of Pisa has looked, it's looked better. It's had better days. But, I think the Leaning Tower of Pisa identifies as a sword now. And, they are hard leaning. Hard leaning. But, yeah. Hollow. I think this is a secret rare. I was looking into this. I was looking into this set. I think this is a secret rare. Yo. Blaze Vortex. That's sick. It's a legendary. That symbol, it says legend. Lost magic, mana propulsion engines, and other remnants of an ancient but advanced civilization can be found throughout Volnar. Why the civilization itself no longer is around is anyone's guess. Well, I can tell you, Dumbledore did it. That's crazy. That's sick. And I'm back to the front. Okay. I think I got a secret rare. Let's go. That's awesome. First secret rare. Either it's a secret rare or a legendary. It's one of the two. I think getting this guy... I think this guy on the cover... I think he's a legendary. So it'd be super cool if we got him in this set. That's so exciting. I got a secret rare. It's so funny because I never even knew the concept of secret rares until V-Card. When I got 6 of them. 6 of them between 2 boxes. Wonder how many secret rares I'll get in this box of Gate Ruler. I am steadily running out of sleeves. Does the back look different at all? I thought thered be some cool indication that it's a secret rare. Maybe it's that legend symbol. I don't know how well this would focus. But yeah. It's a little hard to see, but trust me, that says legend. Ooh. That would have been disastrous. Having to see those cards disappeared into the void. That would have put a damper on my night. No, maybe not, but... Still. Gate ruler, how I wish you weren't a struggle to open. Oops. Gotta put the dupe aside. Tractor beam. Battle of the First Breach. Specialist Spotter Giraffe. Okay, if I put it at a distance, you almost couldn't tell that's a giraffe head. That low-key looks like the hat that the hunter wears in Bloodborne. He looks like the hunter in Bloodborne. Low-key. Selkirk Catsith. What an interesting name. Okay. Doji of the Solar Haze. Cool. Is he a demon? You say war is hell. Well, hell is exactly the kind of place our Onigo regiment thrives. Okay. The Buster Clothesline. So, basically, go gadget clothesline. Alright. The Jackal. Fell Wolverine. It might as well just be a Tasmanian Devil, because goddamn. Rawr. Oh, dupe. A hollow dupe. Another secret rare? Mechanized Dragoon Victor. Two secret rares. Okay. I like to put hollow dupes in sleeves on the off chance that if there's anybody else that just so happens to collect the same TCG and is like looking for a particular card to complete their set, and I have that card as a dupe in hollow, then it'll already be sleeved and all I'd have to do is put in a top loader for them. But it is quite unfortunate that I am... Oops. Okay. It is quite unfortunate that I am running out of sleeves. Because I don't think there are any that I can necessarily reclaim. Ooh. What was that, pack 7? Down to my last 100 sleeves. Now I'm beginning to hope that I get a little more dupes so I could save on sleeves. Again, if need be, I could just be extra careful about the new unique cards and put them away in a safe place until I can get more sleeves. Which means I'd also have to do the same for WIXOSS. I'd have to be extra careful. Man, almost coming up on the 2-hour mark, and how many packs did I get through? Good lord. I can't help it. I can't help pogging at super awesome cards like secret rares. So this is 7. Gate ruler. Okay. I'll open it the way that they want. Ugh. Cosmic Explorer Ed. Lycanthrope Alpha. Alright. Unexpected Wormhole. Yama. Whatever the hell that is. Oh, dupe. Mr. Obsolete. Why do they call you Mr. Obsolete? Isn't it self-explanatory? Nothing I do is worth it. Because I'm stuck in my old ways. Let's actually find out. Hey there, Daddy-O. Why don't you take a chill pill and watch me boogie down some rad moves, you dig? Wow. Sure. That's a JoJo character if I've ever seen one. Specialist Bullseye Wolf. That's pretty sick. Ooh, dupes. Yo! Space Journalist Christelle. Hello. Whoa. Sergeant First Class Rampart Elephant. Hollow. Neat. Alright, we're starting to see more dupes. That's... At this rate, with the way I'm going through sleeves, that is a good thing. Would be cool to get the character on the front, though. Give me the legendaries. So glad I took a chance on this setup. Because it's a little more comfortable than what I was doing Saturday. If only by a little. Hydra Familiar. Alright. Robot Assistant Podzin. Calico Catsith. Yomajin Expeditionary Force. It's not like a whole army. It's literally one guy. Is his name Yomajin Expeditionary Force? Alright, when you hear your last name called, say here. Force. Present. Like, what? Hold. As a longtime fantasy fan, I never did like the idea of bringing in modern firearms into a fantasy world. So I'm not too surprised that this world itself doesn't allow their usage. Captain Yamada, Yomajin Expedition Leader. Ah. So why doesn't the card just say Captain Yamada? That's a weird design choice. So this character is Captain Yamada, but they called it Yomajin Expeditionary Force. Interesting choice. Space Lizard Man. That's just lazy. That's just lazy. The Onmyoji returns. Rite of Redirection. So basically, you send an attack his way and he says return to sender. Alright. Dupe. Black Hole Alert. Black Hole Alert is what you would say if I was about to goatsy someone. Ooh. Malevolous. Malevolous Prime. Crime Not Dawn. That looks pretty cool. Dope sword. Aww. Norwegian Forest Cat Sith. Reminds me of the calicos from Monster Hunter. That's adorable. After the day of destiny, some house cats revealed themselves to be cat Siths, offering to teach people magic. Oh. Interesting. Ooh. At this point, I'm not even keeping track of how many packs in I am. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 left. So that would mean this is pack number 10. Corporal, the Champ Tiger. What is Sharsana's Divine Shield? Army Magus Jake. That looks like the Fire Force fit. Just saying. Supply Unit Aburuma. Flame of Guys or of where the text is just blur. Ah. Flame Geyser. Excuse me. Can't read. Volatile Space Mimic. Time to choose your character again. I'm choosing Highlander. Ooh. Ooh. Otus, ruler of the skies. That's pretty sick. Ooh. G&G Armament Factory. Exo Armor Tank Unit Masurao 02. I have a 1, which is also hollow, if I'm not mistaken. No dupes in that pack. Or was there? My short-term memory is stinky. Cards are starting to slip. Eh. It was funny because when I went to my local TCG shop and I was getting new binders, top loaders, and sleeves. The guy behind the counter was just like, "So, did you just start getting into TCGs?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I've been collecting on and off." And he's like, "Oh, I feel that. Sometimes you just gotta get more supplies." And I'm like, "Exactly." And I just may need to go back there again to get some more sleeves. Well, I will need to go back there to get more sleeves. Alright. That's that batch. Woo! Oh. God, I don't like the way of opening these cards. Yeah. Oh, that's a dupe. Shields up, that's a dupe. Understrike, dupe. That's a dupe. Tractor beam, dupe. That's a dupe. That's a dupe. Ooh, this one's new. Crime Not Space Syndicate. Okay. Exosuit Titan. Gashadokuro. That's sick looking. Yo! The card that I have non-hollow. I now have hollow. So let me fish that one out. Found it. Ugh. So that is technically a dupe. Cool. Man, I am mad chilling tonight. Okay, time to put my leg down. I need to stand up for a moment. Oh, battery in the camera's about to die. Give me a moment. Well, it's not the perfect setup. I quite like all the bits and pieces, the bells and whistles that I've invested in over time into my setup. Genuinely can't complain. And I mean, the DJI was a newer addition because I do plan to do vlogs throughout the year, especially since I'm a photographer and I go to a variety of different events. I figured, why not show my perspective experiencing these events behind the lens, literally and figuratively. Like, I don't doubt for a second that there will be shots where I'll put the DJI on top of my camera, and as a car is passing, I'll shoot photo of it, and then the DJI will get video, which will actually make things easier because while I don't have a problem doing video with this camera, in fact, it's whenever I do video out in the field, I use this camera. But having tested the DJI, it's much more convenient and lightweight. So I do like the idea of being able to use this solely for photo and then use this, the DJI, for video. Alright. That's a dupe. That's a dupe. That's a dupe. Dupe. G&G M3 Snapper drone tank. Not a dupe. Spartan Panzer Marines. That's a dupe. That is a dupe. Ooh. Golden Ring Dancer Paula. Nice and hollow. Whoa. Mikage. Winter Godmother. Shake a domain bangs to me. As the undisputed dawn of northern yokai, she often acts as an intermediary between them and the leaders of the Yomajin front. Sick. Look at the armor she's got on her arm. Get it? Get it? Oh wait, no, unless that's a bionic arm. She's got some armor. Cool. Going through these packs might get a little faster since I'm getting less unique cards and more dupes. Which again isn't a bad thing. Because I would like to get through the WIXOSS set too. And also it would help just so I know I have a better idea of how many boxes of sleeves I need to buy. So I can properly sleeve everything and whether or not I should buy another binder. And I don't know, like I was looking at what they had to offer in the TCG shop. They have some Pokemon. I mean, I don't doubt for a second that they're pretty expensive. Then again, I didn't bother asking. But then also I saw Shadowverse. Now, when Shadowverse, the TCG first dropped, because if I'm not mistaken, Shadowverse started as a TCG and then it had a mobile game. And I dabbled in the mobile game a little bit, very brief, very, very brief. But it didn't grab me. But when I saw the promos for Shadowverse when I saw it in the TCG shop, I'm like, basically, they're kind of selling me on the waifu they have on the front. If I'm being completely real. Who knows? I might get into Shadowverse in the future. But for now, I'm pretty content with Gate Ruler and WIXOSS and Wish Wars. And maybe V-Card in the future. Maybe. Unlikely. Unless they do something super crazy and, you know, they include, like... Although I don't subscribe to the whole Oshi Kamiyoshi thing. There is at least one VTuber I can think of that if I had to say, like if somebody were to ask who's your Oshi, I would. There is a VTuber I can think of that I would say. So if she was included in a V card, I would absolutely get more boxes to try to pull her cards. What am I doing? Ah, okay. That's a dupe. That's a dupe. Balls out. Alright. That's a dupe. 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 Ooh. Sergeant Major Buster Kong. Alright. Kong better be a gorilla because he's looking like he has a bear face. Oh, and this card. I have this card in non-holo. Let me pull that out. And trade sleeves. Haha. It goes in the dupe pile. Okay. Okay, next pack. I once again stopped keeping track of how many packs in I am. I'm just opening card packs, man. Yeah. That's a dupe. That's a dupe. That's a dupe. That is a dupe. Also a dupe. Dupe. Supernatural Citizens Act. In addition to the frequent ex-Vader attacks, the Japanese had to now live alongside the yokai as neighbors, but it didn't take long for people to get used to the new norm. Oh, interesting. Space Cruiser Velocto. Alright. Dude. Kami's vessel. This is just as beautiful as the Spirit of Sakura card. Dude. As the Kami and yokai began to reappear before humans, the Japanese felt a sense of nostalgia rather than surprise. It's sick. Johann, enthralled the prodigy. Hollow. The disciples of old magic have preserved their craft even through the age of reason, and now their efforts finally bear fruit. Neat. I hope I get enough dupes to last me through this pack of sleeves. Alright. That's a dupe. That's a dupe. That is a dupe. There's also a dupe. That is a dupe. That is a dupe. That is a dupe. That is a dupe. Ooh. Maserao Exo Armor, Fusion Core, Congo. Neat. Hollow. White Dragon of Wales. I thought the Dragon of Wales was red. As dragons returned from myth to reality, people could not help but gaze in awe at their majesty. Sick. Damn, nearly that whole pack. Nearly that whole pack was dupes. Alright. It wasn't the sound, it was just opening the way that I just did. It's like, that could potentially damage the cards. Dupe. Dupe. Hi, Hellraiser. Or Pinhead. Dupe. Hey, Xenomorph. Dupe. 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 Ooh. Mechanized Dragon Victor. Neat. And a hollow dupe. I just realized. So I put... Because I got another hollow dupe earlier. I think I put it in my regular stack. Guess I'll find them later. At this point, I really can't complain. Seeing more dupes. Oh, wait! The black and white one! So I got the secret rare for this! Oh, so this is doing a similar thing... or rather, V-Card is doing a similar thing to this. So I'm curious as to who did it first. If, you know, if Pokemon didn't do it first. I wonder who did it first. Because, whatchamacallit? So with V-Card, there are the support cards. In particular, the support cards. There's non-hollow, hollow, and secret rare, which is the full art hollow. And that black and white card of this, I think, was secret hollow. Or secret rare, excuse me. Neat. Alright. We're actually being able to get through these a little faster, which is nice. Can't complain since more and more of them are becoming dupes. 3, 2, 1. Dupe. Adorable dupe. 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 That's a dupe. Wescalot Imperial Legionary. This gives me Dark Souls vibe. Or Demon Souls vibes. Ruberon. Crimson Dragon. So I think... No, this isn't the same. No, this isn't the character on the cover. Still, cool though. A hollow dupe. Neat. Ooh. Alice, Wonderland Avenger. Dude, that's sick. That's awesome. Steeling herself for the upcoming conflict, Alice called upon on her 7 closest allies to fight by her side once again. And whoever did the illustration, they go by Wednesday. I didn't know Wednesday Addams could draw. Sick. Hollow dupe. Just in case. Let me see. I did. Make sure I didn't put that hollow dupe in here and just didn't sleeve it. Because that is a possibility. Didn't happen. So yeah, I just probably put it in a stack like this. In fact, I could go through the stack before I put it in the box. Okay, no. So it's in the box already. That's a dupe. That's a dupe. That's a dupe. That is a dupe. That is a dupe. That is a dupe. That is a dupe. That's a dupe. Ooh. Space King Arthur of Casino Camelot. Cool. Oh. Would you look at that? We just got the non-hollow of this one. Time to fish that back out of the box. Wasn't it? It was recent. Ah. Ooh, down to my last 50. That's unfortunate. Oh! It's a good thing I drink them sparingly, but one thing I like about energy drinks is it's like a 2-in-1 for me. It gives me that it's not like I need it, but it certainly helps. That shot of caffeine that I need to get through streams or a day of work. But then also the fizz. I like the fizz. I can't do sparkling water because even just regular sparkling water, unflavored, has like a sour taste to it naturally because of the carbonation. So, and then some, what I don't like is essenced. Essenced water is yuck to me. Like, for example, I would love a lemon sparkling water because I like Sprite, which is a citrus soda. It would be nice if there was a citrusy, sparkling water, but the issue is every time I look for some, it's not, flavored with like real lemon juice or anything like that. Like it's not just, actual carbonated lemon juice. It's just straight up water, and it's as if they took the lemon itself without cutting it and let it soak in the water. And it's not good. Interesting. So they tell you, and I'm pretty sure this is on the box as well, but they tell you more or less I don't think it's the pool rate necessarily, but this is how many different unique cards there are. So, if we do the math, actually, 63 plus 24 is 87. 87 plus 17 is 104. 104 plus 17 is 121. 121 plus 6 is 127. 127 plus 6 is 133. So it's and then plus whatever secret rares there are. So it's totally possible you could get all unique cards in a single box of 360 cards. I like those odds. I like those odds. Now, will that be my case? I don't know. We'll just have to find out. Because I think I am well over half of the packs. So we're almost done with this box. Yeah, a decent time. Almost 2.5 hours. That's a dupe. That is 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 a dupe. Choose your character again. I'm choosing Apprentice. Whoa. Scare Squad Capo Horror Flick. Sure. Now, I don't think this is referencing anything at all. This is just straight up wacky. Whoa. Schrodinger's cat. The heterochromatic eyes look so cool. Alive? Dead? Only one way to find out. True. Schrodinger's cat. Oh. And we got the non-holo of this earlier on. Let me pull that out. God, I have a lot of cards already. I feel like I'm sitting on well over 100 of these cards already. And if that's true, that means I'm getting pretty close to having all 133 unique cards. Or, you know, give or take a few when you consider the secret rares. Come on. There it is. All right. We're on to this pack now. Bots. Damn! It doesn't matter what platform it is. I hate bots. They suck. Bots suck. And whoever creates and runs bots for, you know, nefarious purposes, they can all suck a whole ass thorn bush. Rose bush, excuse me. still, same thing. Choke on some thorns. 3, 2, 1. I think this is new. No. Battle of the First Breach. That is a dupe. That is a dupe. It's a dupe. Okay. Interdimensional War. That's crazy. Type 100 tank. That's a dupe. Choose a character again. I'm choosing Apprentice. Whoa. Is this even hollow? It's not even hollow. Tatari Ja. Tatari is a curse dispensed by a supernatural being, often as punishment for mortal hubris, such as putting this card in your deck. Huh. That's funny. The penalty is it deals 2 damage to you. So you literally have to be a dumbass to use it. But there's probably some other card that offsets it. Like, oh, you could use this card, but you have to use it in conjunction with XYZ. And then it'll give you this crazy benefit. Another hollow dupe. Oh, we have this card already. But now we have it hollow. Let me fish the non-hollow one out. I think that's earlier at the start. Yep. Let me put these stack of dupes in the box. Yeah, if anything, I'm just gonna save those dupes in a Ziploc bag like I've done to my other TCGs. I wonder if Gate Ruler has a subreddit. If it does, I have to imagine. I have to imagine it's pretty inactive since TCG was axed in 2021. Unfortunate, because damn, a lot of these designs are pretty fucking dope. Okay, come on. Alrighty. Woo. Dupe. 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 I literally just got in the previous pack. Harbinger Moth. I wish it was hollow. That's a dupe. Whoa. Scare Squad Freddy Blobruger? Really? Freddy Krueger? That's the reference here? Alright. Captain OMG. What? Hitomasa Omega. A mediocre... No. 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 No, absolutely not. No. What? Hiromasa. Oh my god. That isn't there a point in Azumanga Daioh? I can't remember who says it. But literally one of them goes, "Oh my god." Like that's literally his name is OMG. Hiromasa OMG. Okay. Hiromasa, oh my god. A mediocre manga artist unexpectedly gained the ability to transform into the overpowered protagonist of his works from Yuichi Hasegawa's Studio Secret Base Theater. Okay. Captain OMG. That's interesting. And I have the non-holo of this. So let's swap that out. Uh-huh. I feel like at this point this stack is going to be filled with more hollows than the non-hollows. That's just funny. Captain OMG. I ate pizza rolls earlier and it still smells like pizza rolls. Fair warning, I will need to go to the restroom soon. Because Nos has a tendency to go right through me. Let's see where I'm at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 36 minus 14. 22? Show I'm on pack 22. I don't like opening it this way. It's not great. Ooh. Dupe. Ooh. Neptunian Yuki Onna. God, I wish I had this in holo. I hope I have this in holo because it would look so dope. She reminds me of unironically. Wait, I don't think her name is Yuki. I think it's Yume. Senran Kagura. I believe her name is Yume. If it's not, it is Yuki. Which is funny because her whole thing is snow and ice, so... And Yuki is snow. Sick. Taurus. Just your typical God of War enemy. Whoa. Now, hold on a minute. that is either a legally distinct Master Chief or a legally distinct, is his name Carver from God of War? The rookie that, well, that's a spoiler. I'll keep it to myself. But I feel like that was enough to give it away. Anyways, yeah. I'm just gonna chalk it up to nondescript, regular soldier. Steel Storm. That's a dupe. That is a dupe. That is a dupe. Ooh. I don't know why I put it so close like that. Tiger from the id. Like Idwell? Watch Id Invaded, please. It's so good. Id Invaded is so good. They dive into the Idwell, and the Idwell is basically... They're basically trying to solve murders and basically chase criminals using the minds, like the literal minds of, you know, the people they arrest, the killers. So in a way, it's very much related to Psychopaths in the sense that with Psychopaths, the Sybil system is comprised of criminally asymptomatic brains, meaning they have no sense of right or wrong. Did they just kill someone in broad daylight? To them, it's neither wrong nor right for what they did. It's just an act. Like, I just felt like stabbing someone today, so I did. Like, that's literally what a criminally asymptomatic brain is. Anyways, Sybil system comprised of those. The Sybil system is what judges people based on a crime coefficient. And that crime coefficient it's basically a range. So the higher the number is, basically, if I'm not mistaken, the scale goes from white to black. It goes from white to black. White being you aren't even anywhere close to being a threat. Black means you might as well be the Antichrist. And the police will come and get you. They work in pairs. You have the enforcer, and then I forget, inspector. You have the inspector and the enforcer. The inspectors are supposed to keep the enforcers in line, and the enforcers are the ones that actually pursue the dangerous criminals. So rather than put the inspectors in danger, the criminals, or the enforcers, are the ones that go after the criminals, because the way the system works is the enforcers are criminals themselves, where they did or committed a criminal act to get themselves, arrested or prison time. And then through whatever system they have in place, they become enforcers. And basically, they become enforcers. And the whole idea there is, who better to catch a killer than another killer? Because likely that killer that is now working as an enforcer can likely think like the killer that they are chasing. And that anime is so good. Psychopaths is so good. So yeah, watch that and watch It Invaded. Because It Invaded it plays similarly. It's also basically much in the same way that Psychopaths is. It Invaded is also a psychological thriller, because they're pursuing a killer, and they're pursuing a killer, and they have to dive into other criminals and killers' minds that may be linked to that person. What is going on with my... Hey, you good? You good, Sony? Yeah, you good? I don't like that, Sony. I don't like that. Anyways, enough rambling. This is sick. In the Wonderverse, the monsters you imagine can become all too real. Yeah, you'd be cooked if that just spawned. Oh, we have the non-hollow of this already. Let me fish that out. It's much earlier. Ooh, much earlier. Goddamn. Alright, that was unexpected. Didn't think I'd have to go that far back for it. There it is. Oops. Oh, well. What am I doing? Just put that. So I wonder if I got another box of this exact set, the Dawn of the Multiverse Alliance. If I get another box of that, I wonder if by the end of this, for all the non-hollows I have, I wonder if I can replace them with hollows. It would be pretty nice to just have a binder filled with hollows entirely. That'd be pretty nice. Okay. I wonder if this has anything like, you know, God packs or anything like that. For those unfamiliar with TCGs, God packs are basically the cream of the crop out of your whole entire box that you get. Because basically, if you're lucky, every single card in that pack will be hollow and crazy rare. Whee! Dupe. Dupe. Hey, Pinhead. Dupe. 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 Do I have... I think I have this hollow already. If I don't, sick, I got a hollow replacement. Oh. Are these both hollow dupes? Pause. Sick. I'm pretty sure I got the Ring Dancer already too. In hollow. Let's go! 2 hollow dupes. Can't complain there. Nice. I'm thinking I'm thinking of getting 2. Well, not getting them done. Because I wouldn't commission them. I'd do them myself. I'm thinking of getting or doing 2 different business card designs or promo card designs. One for my streaming endeavors that I take to cons with me, and you know, whenever I meet new people, just like, hey, I stream. Here's my card. I would love to do foil cards or hollow cards. It'd be so sick. Like I'd love to do that, and I would have 2 designs. One would be more for my photography and videography endeavors. So the front would probably just be like a headshot of me, whereas my other one would be actually, come on, oops, upside down. This, I'm thinking of redesigning this, but to have it hollow, and I'm thinking to have icons in the background that would be in matte to contrast, and you know, I think that'd be super cool. I have to throw these away though because they had the wrong streaming schedule. Because I believe, let me double check. I believe the schedule I put on them, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, because the idea was that every day in between, every night in between stream nights, the idea was that I would use those nights to, you know, work on stuff, try to catch up on VODs and stuff, or work on some media stuff. But ultimately that didn't work out because I tried to plan, like my current stream schedule is close to what is close to the schedule that my brother has at his job, and we both work at Amazon, but I work day shift, he works night shift at 2 different buildings. And yeah, I just knew right off the bat it would be easier for me to stream and pursue this if I streamed around when he's out. Like right now, I feel like I'm taking quite a bit of space, quite a bit of floor space right now, which wouldn't quite be fair to him. But yeah. My current schedule is Tuesday through Saturday. That is a dupe? Yeah, double Excalibur. That's a dupe. Golden Hound. I think that one's new. I think. I have to double check. Galactic Ilton Moment. Or Eaton Moment. That's a dupe, I'm pretty sure. Dupe. Dupe. Hey, Xenomorph. Dupe. 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 Ooh. Maiden of Bleached Bones. That's sick. Is she eating a heart? Oh no, she's just holding a red skull. That's awesome. Really loving the art of this TCG. Like, full stop. It's dope. The fools who can't see past her superficial appearance soon won't be seeing anything at all. I need to double check if I had that hound though. Oh, and I have the non-hollow of this, so I need to fish that out too. Let's see. Let me work from the back. It'd be easier. So I'm double checking for the hound and the Brutaris. Brutaris, found him. I feel like if I got the hound, I got it earlier. But I'll still check my cards thoroughly anyways. I want to be extra sure. At this rate, I feel like I'm gonna have too many hollows to do a, you know, like a final recap. Especially if I'm planning to go to my WIXOSS cards. or my WIXOSS box, which I totally plan to do. Because frankly, as much as I'm enjoying this this chill time, I do want to get the TCGs out of the way. Don't think I got the Hound. I did. So that's a dupe. Alright. We're winding down. Almost done. What is that? 10, 11, 12? So we're 2/3 of the way done. That's a dupe. That's a dupe. That is a dupe. 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 Ooh. Viola Furiosa. Raging Fell Dragon. Sick. Arcane Innovator. A very subtle hollow. Now I gotta fish out that one too. Frankly, I think I just need to double check to see if I didn't get the Raging Fell Dragon already, because I know I got a Viola Furiosa card already. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, pause. Is that the same card? No. What? What's the difference? Wait. Oh, okay. I'm tripping. This is the box topper. This is the full art box topper. This is like the actual. Well, no, that's interesting because. Okay, so this is the So I was looking this up earlier. These cards are the promo cards. So the way V card calls it, box topper. This is the box topper from earlier. Completely forgot. This is the regular rare for this one. But because they're two unique designs, it's not a dupe. Okay. But I need to find my Arcane Innovator so I can swap them. I know I have an Arcane Innovator. Found him. I love this 10-hour lo-fi video game loop because it has Minecraft, it has Mario tunes, even has, I'm pretty sure I heard Zelda in there. All right. All right. Dupe. I just want her and him, them. I want them in hollow. Dupe. That's a dupe. And that's a dupe. 2 hollow dupes. Can't complain. On the bright side, if I don't trade these in the future, I could put the hollow dupes in top loaders and use them as have like a gate ruler shrine to, you know, to commemorate the Dead TCG. I don't know why I grabbed another thing. Damn, like these designs are awesome. It's a shame that this TCG was canned, but it's all the creator's fault, because that man doesn't know when to shut his damn mouth. The reason he got business-wise, the reason why he got business-wise was because that man ignored NDA. And if you don't know what an NDA is, allow me to explain. It's a very legal document that basically says, shut your damn mouth until we say so. Meaning, if you're working on a project and you have signed an NDA, you can't talk about the project at all. At all. You can't hint at it. Can't, if you talk about it, you have to be vague. And by vague, I mean, guys, I'm working on an exciting project. That's it. You can't hint at the project. Like, you can't be like, guys, I'm working on a really cool old school anime project. Like that, there's some pretty high profile old school anime. So to say that, it's like, now you're giving people, like room to run around and guess and speculate. So yeah, basically the creator of this TCG Gate Ruler, and Gate Ruler, by the way, was published by Bushiroad. Bushiroad does a lot of TCGs. They do Wage Wars. Now, basically, and apparently, I could be wrong, but if they still exist, I'm gonna try to get me boxes of Buddy Fight, because Buddy Fight was another TCG that also had an anime created by the same guy who did Gate Ruler. Now, the thing is, there were instances where he opened his mouth when he shouldn't have, and basically, it's basically the typical 3 strikes you're out. First 2 times, Bushiroad was just like, man, shut the fuck up. What are you doing, man? This is your first warning. And he's like, okay. Sorry. Hey guys, I'm working on this thing. And then Bushiroad again, like, motherfucker, shut up, dad. Like, okay, sorry. I'll be quiet. Oh my god, guys, I'm working on this thing. Bushiroad is just like, bitch, you're done. And then he was sued into oblivion. Yeah. So naturally, they decided to axe Gate Ruler because, and it makes sense, for 2 reasons. From a business perspective, and just, like an artistic perspective. From the business perspective, yeah, you wouldn't want to associate with someone that can't, they can't keep to themselves. They can't, keep quiet about the projects that they're working on. And if anything, other people in the other studios or, companies in the industry are probably going to look at that guy and go, yeah, no, we don't want to work with him. Seeing what he did with Bushiroad? No, we're not working with that guy. So from the business perspective, it makes a lot of sense to, discontinue Gate Ruler. Now, from the artistic sense, or the artistic angle, it still makes sense to, stop or discontinue Gate Ruler, because if you no longer have the original creator that brought life into a given project, that brought a given project to life, it wouldn't make sense to continue on without them. That's why there are a lot of different, manga and anime properties that haven't gotten continuations, because the original creators passed. So, like, and plus, it's like, it just makes sense too, because it's like, especially from a narrative perspective, you don't know how they wanted to have a particular thing end. or continue. So it would be foolish to try to take on that crusade of like, I think I can do a good job of, you know, propelling this narrative forward, knowing damn well you don't know what direction the original creator was going to take, the original writer was going to take. So yeah, great example of that. High School of the Dead. Rest in peace to the creator. Can't remember his name at the moment, but you get my point. So yeah, very unfortunate for the fate of Gate Ruler. Anywho. That's a dupe. That is a dupe. 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 I got the legendary cover character. The cover monster. Magvarius Grand Dragon Petarch of Inferno. It's him. Let's go. I got the legendary. Yay. That's so awesome. So like every card has a, like every TCG has a numbering system. And I think the idea is like how to, if you were to sort them in like a binder or sort them in some sort of database, that, you know, this is the order to do them in. This is literally, of this set, of the, you know, Dawn of the Multiverse set, this is card number 1. This is card number 1. That's sick. Legendary, let's go. And hollow version of the card I already got, the non-hollow version of. So now to fish that out. I feel like for these remaining packs, I'm going to be doing that quite a lot. Like, ooh, I got the hollow version of this one. Do, 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 do. Ooh, ah, ooh. Yeah, my nose. Where are you? Come on. Okay, so it's not in that stack. Do, 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 do. Show yourself. Show yourself, drone tank. I need to swap you out with your non-hollow brother. And it. Non-hollow dupe. Replaced with hollow. Sick. Damn, that's so awesome. I got the legendary. Let's go. Yeah, like if we look at the back of the pack from earlier. So there are 6 legendaries. The ones that have 4 stars with an L after it. There are 6 of them. So now I'm at 1 of 6. Or unique cards in particular. 6 unique legendaries. Damn. I wasn't anticipating getting this many unique cards in just one box. That's pretty awesome. Pretty forgiving. Pretty forgiving TCG. Like, it's unlikely that I'm able to finish the entire set. of 130 something cards. I know I'll have the binder space, but I don't think I'll have don't think I'll have all the unique cards. And I'm running out of sleeves. Let's hope there's enough. Like, I'm hoping now that it's mostly just, you know, holo versions of non-holos that I have. And then more legendaries, please. Or secret rares. Dupe. Dupe. Hey, Pinhead. Dupe. 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 Whoa. Abyssal Conductor. Abyssal Conductor. Alightieri? Sick. Gaze long into the abyss, for that is where the greatest secrets are hidden. Neat. Oh, now I gotta fish out a non-holo of this card. Do. I feel like that was much earlier on. Comparatively. And yeah, that's mostly what this is gonna be now. Just getting holo replacements for non-holos. And then sparingly new cards. Preferably in holo. Alright. Next pack. I'm trying to finish these last few packs. And before I start WIXOSS, I'm gonna go to the restroom. Because it wouldn't make sense to go to the restroom now and still have a few packs left over. That would just be weird. That's a dupe. That is a dupe. That is a dupe. 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 Holo dupe. Desperate Resistance. I don't think I had this one yet. So new holo. Neat. I actually really like the holo of these cards. Same as WIXOSS. And the holo on the V cards aren't bad either. At this rate, I feel like I have more unique cards than dupes, which is funny because, see, if we do the math, there's 360 cards total, and just by going off of the math on the back of the different unique cards, from, let me see, from 1 star, 2 star, so basically common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, legendary, and then ruler and secret cards. Just doing the math on that came out to 133, I believe. 133 plus or minus a few cards. And whatchamacallit? Damn. If we double 133, that would be 266, so not even hitting 360. So, dang, that's crazy. Dupe, 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 dupe. Oh, I think I have Highlander already, so that's a dupe. Just in case, I'll double check on that. Holo dupe, I believe. Sergeant First Class Rampart Elephant. Another holo dupe. I think this is the holo version of a non-holo card I already have. Let's find it. And let's also double check that I have Highlander. Yep, Panzer Marines. So let me double check that I have Highlander. I wonder if those particular like support cards, I wonder if they have holos. Wouldn't make sense to. Hold on. Wait. Am I tripping? What? Hold on. Wait. What? Huh? So I feel like some cards just have like there are variants that are more hollow or more foil. Because these are the same cards. But like accent is like gold foil, and this is like the text is white and not foil, but the background is foil. Huh. I'm still gonna sleeve it just in case. That's interesting. Let me check something. Same thing. The text is gold. This is white. But when I look at the identifier at the bottom, look what number she is. Ha! Funny number. She's 69. That's so weird. Like the text on this is gold. Huh. And of course it matters because... Of course it matters because it's like... Wait, so then it's totally possible that... Because I got that Ring Dancer dupe. It's totally possible that it has... Like, I just saw the Ring Dancer with white text. I wonder if the other one I have has gold text. That's crazy. Yeah, like this one doesn't have a foil background at all. That changes everything. So that means it's totally possible that I could come across this card with gold text instead of white. That's kind of annoying. So that means when I go through everything, I'll have to double check that I don't have that I don't mix. See, because the thing is, like, if I look at the identifier at the bottom, they're not different. The identifiers aren't different. There's nothing different about the card except for the fact that text is gold. Either way, so I'm gonna put the ones with gold text. Ooh. I'm gonna put the ones with gold text in the binder, and then the ones with white text, I'm just gonna hold on to. That's peculiar, to say the least. Let me double check that I have the Highlander card. I do. I do. That's a dupe. Damn. That's interesting. Very interesting TCG. Alright. 6 packs left. That's a dupe. That's a dupe. 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 This is a dupe. And hollow. Now we have the hollow version of this card. Now I gotta fish that out. That's fun. I just realized it's totally possible that, because I got this as a dupe, it's totally possible that the text on the other one that I got is gold. That's interesting. And frankly, annoying. Yeah. Alright. Ah. Ooh. Almost suffered a catastrophe. Last thing I want to do is drop cards on the floor. And this one's a dupe. But it's hollow. So I don't want to get rid of it. On the off chance that I somehow find people interested in Gate Ruler that want some hollows. Alright. 5 more. And we're done with this box. Damn, I'm about to hit 4 hours already. God damn. Uh-oh. How long is it going to take me to get through WIXOSS? So that means I won't be able to do any gaming at all. I'll just be doing cards. Sick. Dupe. 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 I don't think that's a dupe. That's a dupe. Only dupe. I think I have the non-hollow of this, so technically dupe. I do have the non-hollow of this JoJo ass character. I was about to say yo-yo. All right, let me look for Congo. Congo and Mr. Obsolete. Okay, I was double checking Schrodinger's cat. Like, let me make sure the text's not gold. Okay, so. I was trying to check. Okay, it was night. Captain OMG is so funny. Oh. So Congo's just a dupe. Like, just full on dupe. I'm gonna look for Mr. Obsolete. There you are. There's your goofy ass. Ugh. Cool. Hollow Mr. Obsolete. And then Congo dupe. Schrodinger's cat dupe. I don't think I have Knight. Da, 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 da. Alright. That's a dupe. 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 This is a dupe as well. Ooh. Oh, I have the non-hollow. Yeah, I think I have the non-hollow. Or no, is that a hollow dupe? I think that was earlier on. Oh, yeah, it's a full-on dupe. They're both full-on dupes. Alright. I just ripped ass and it smells like eggs, so I'm gonna try to get through these cards as quick as I can. Although, seems like someone might be in the restroom, so that doesn't bode well for me. Or it could just be my PC humming. That could be what I'm hearing through my headphones. Alright. Dupe. 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 Oh? Smithereens Becky. Intelligence officer. New. And then hollow version of a card I already have. I think that was earlier on. I will say, I'm not much of a fan of how many landscape cards there are. I'm pretty sure that plays into how the game is played. Oh. Oops. Well, that's a free sleeve. I accidentally sleeved the double Excalibur when I already had one. So let's just get that out of there. Okay. Where are you? And then that's the new one. Alright. Alrighty. Second to last pack. Doop. 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 Ooh. 1,000-year Sakura. That's sick. Kind of like Spirit of Sakura. I was about to say Yakuza. And a 4-star. It is foolish to believe that an unbreakable resolve is all you need to overcome any adversity. But it is also true that anyone who lacks resolve cannot become a true warrior. That's cool. And then a holo for a card I already have. Now I gotta find that card. I'll just leave this here. All right. Last pack for Gate Ruler. Yep. Doop. 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 Ooh. Blast Mage Wolf. Sick. And another Furiosa. Sick. Awesome. That concludes Gate Ruler. Let me put the dupes aside. This is the haul from one box. One box did this. Ah. Wanted to push it down more. Yeah, these are my spoils. And to think I got the titular character on the front. Sick. Putting that back in the deck box. Alright. Put them back in the box for now, so I could deal with them later. Next is WIXOSS. But before that, VOD gang, and anybody that is still lurking, whether it be raiders or new people coming in, I'm gonna take a bathroom break. All right, VOD gang, I'm back. I've relieved myself. Now we're gonna go through WIXOSS, and then that'll be the stream. If I can get it open. Damn. Oh, come now. Okay. Come to think of it, I think I might have opened a box of changing Diva before. Yeah, these little things you could pop out, but I don't care about those. I might need to reference my cross cards. I'm being completely honest. All right. Yeah, I totally have done this set before. Whoops. It was the only set like this that I saw, so I figured, yeah, I'll just get that. All right. If anything, and you know what, to play it safe, if anything, I'll just take these cards and, you know, separate them from, like, you know, new cards in this, from this box, from duplicates, and then I'll compare the new cards from this box to my current collection, and then see what are dupes and what aren't. But I'll do that after stream. This is the promo card, or box chopper, whatever you want to call it. All right. All right. Ooh, white card. Or a card with a back. Alright. So technically I'm considering any of these cards new, unless they're dupes. So that's new. Ooh, I think I have these already. Like I said, ooh. Okay. I know damn well I don't have. That's sick. The grid hollow pattern? How did they get that? That's so sick. I know for damn sure I don't have this, so I think to play it safe, I'm just gonna sleeve the hollows. I'm gonna sleeve the hollows and then put duplicates of any cards that are here, down here, out of frame. Yo, that's sick. Yeah, this doesn't have nearly as many packs as a gate ruler, so it's not like I'm really completing any sets or anything. I mean, like with any TCG, you want to hope that whatever cards you get, you're adding to or growing your collection. Alright. Ooh, I actually think I have this, but non-hollow, so this is actually pretty nice. Just in case, make sure no duplicates here. Yeah, come to think of it, I'm pretty sure I have that in my binder already. Oh well. Then that just means opening this pack is just going to be an easy layup, if you will. Ooh. I don't think I have this one. Gummy King. What is she? Oh. I do have a Gummy King. But it's non-hollow. Sick. But we'll treat it as though I don't have the, you know, the binder. We'll treat it as though I don't have the binder and just go purely off of what's in the box, and then I'll do my comparisons after stream. Whew. Man, if those cards went flying, that would be tragic. Dookie. Dookie dookie. Ooh. That's awesome. Sick. Yeah, I think... Honestly, I think dupes or not, I'm just going to put every card here on this side or down here if I need space, and then put all the hollows there. And then compare the hollows that I have here to what's in my binder. Do any swaps if necessary. I think this is a dupe, but who cares? Ooh. Another hollow. Seems like every pack is going to have a hollow in the back. Is that just a TCG norm? Because now that I think about it, that's exactly what Gate Ruler was. At least 2 or 3 cards in the back were hollow. That's quite nice. Oh, I actually do have that one. And it's not hollow, so 100% is a dupe. Ooh. Agarus, Doomed Evil. Alright. Yeah, I'm clocking in those stream hours. That first stream of the week, too. And it's gonna be a 5-hour stream. That's nice, can't complain. Sick. Another hollow. I think even for WIXOSS, I'm gonna approach it the same way I approach Gate Ruler. If it's a card I already have non-hollow, then I'm just gonna replace that with the hollow version. I quite like this setup. Maybe in the future I might do like a Lego building stream. I think I tried doing like a time lapse before. Ooh. Scattered hollow, gotta love it. At this point, I think, how many packs do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, as I said, for what's here, if I come across any hollows in the binder, I'm gonna take the hollows out of those sleeves, put the hollows in those sleeves, and then new hollows are gonna go in the new sleeves. Oof. Yeah. God damn it. Ugh. Full art card. Fujisapa Code Maze. Sick. Ooh, damn. Nice. Nice. At this point, I feel like I'm better off just going through the last card at the back and moving on. We're almost done. I got 8 plaques, 8 packs plus this one. Ooh. Simforce Code Maze. Nice. There actually might be a few cards I don't already have, which is always appreciated of any TCG. Ooh. Ooh. I like seeing the back of that. That means we got a landscape card, and it's probably going to be a scattered hollow. Let's see. Oh, sick. I think I have this one already. So I think the hollows that I already have, I'll just put in box toppers and possibly use as, you know, for displaying or something. Bro. Yeah. Ooh. think what I'm gonna do when AX rolls around, money wise, and I'll even keep my eyes open during. And again, I don't know if Offkai, has any if they'll have any vendors that even offer or specialize in TCGs, but I know for Level Up Expo and AX, I'm gonna be on the lookout for Wage Wars or any other TCGs like WIXOSS and whatnot. I used to have Dragon Ball cards as well. Ooh. Nice. That was my last card sleeve. Uh-oh. That means the last remaining holos are going raw. All right. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Ooh, I don't like the way that opened. That opened in kind of a yucky way. Dupes. Ooh. Don't think I have this. Ooh. Nice. This was a fast one. The hope, at least for the holos, for the ones that don't have sleeves, the hope is that I go through my binder and I find the ones that I have already non-holo and then swap them. Ooh, dodgy Crimson Evil Queen. Sick. Alright, second to last pack. Very curious as to what the promo card is going to be. Ooh. Got another landscape one. Ooh. I might have this one already. I think I showed this off earlier in the stream from my collection. Neat. Now, let's see what the promo card is. Okay. Have to be especially delicate since it's a single card in a bag. Or a wrapper, rather. Alright. Last card. Oh. I think I have this already. I have this promo card / box topper. Neat. Alright. Let's get these quite possibly numerous dupes out of the way. Now, unlike Gate Ruler, since I have less cards here, I can go through the hollows. Sick. Whoever first thought of / invented foil and then used it for things like this, they're goated. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got my work cut out for me after stream. All right, that's pretty much it. All right, links. So VOD gang, that's pretty much it. Thanks again for Mayren for the raid. Very much appreciated. And if any raiders stuck around and lurked and watched, very much appreciated as well. And thank you to Kameka for dropping by and chatting a bit at the beginning. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And thank you, VOD gang, for sticking around and, you know, watching the open cards. I hope you saw something you liked, and you know, maybe it inspires you to go looking for these TCGs yourself, like Gate Ruler or WIXOSS. That's pretty much it. That's all I've got. Tomorrow night, I will be playing and chilling with Ravenous Devils. So yeah, pretty much it. That's all I got. As always, I will rock. You're awesome. Stay calm. Be kind. Rock on.